Asmodeus or Asmodai is a semi-biblical demon that is mainly described in the Deuterocanonical book of Tobit. The demon is also mentioned in Talmudic legends such as the story of the construction of the Temple of Solomon. Other spelling variations of the name include Ashmadai, Ashmedia, Asmodaios, Asmodei, Asmodi, and many others. In some rabbinic sources, Asmodai was considered to be the king of the demons and is an analogous of Samael, the angel of death, or Satan. The existence of demons is a common belief in many world religions and cultures, from Asia through Africa and the Middle East to North America. In many religions, demons are the antithesis of goodness. They are constantly locked in an ultimately futile and losing struggle against God. However, some religions see demons as ultimately redeemable beings. The name Asmodai derives from the Avestan language Eshma Deva, where Eshma means wrath and Deva signifies demon. In Zoroastrianism, the demon Eshma is the demon of wrath and is also well attested as such. However, the compound Eshma Deva is not attested in the scripture. Still, it's likely that such a form existed, as can be seen in the book of Tobit as well as in the Talmud. In the book of Tobit, we learn about Asmodeus, and in the Talmud, we have the Ashmedai. One thing that we have to note here is that inasmuch as Zoroastrianism Eshma, or the demon of wrath, and Judaism Asmodeus or Asmodium have the same characters, the linguistic relationship does not necessarily denote conceptual continuity. In the book of Tobit, Asmodeus is attracted to Sarah, who is Raguel's daughter, and is not willing to let any husband possess her. Therefore, when Sarah is married, Asmodeus goes and kills the husband on their wedding night. He does this to 7 successive husbands, thus preventing her from having sex on their wedding night. When the young Tobias is about to marry Sarah, Asmodeus tells him that he's going to kill him. However, Tobias has a backup. Through the counsel of his helper Angel Raphael, Tobias is able to make Asmodeus harmless. He does this by placing liver and the heart of a fish on red-hot cinders. This produces a smoky vapor which makes the demon to flee to Egypt, where the angel Raphael binds him. Therefore, it seems that Asmodeus is a demon who is characterized by carnal desire, but he is also prescribed as an evil spirit in general. The figure of Ashmedai in Talmud is less harmful in character than Tobit's Asmodeus. In Talmud, Asmodeus appears repeatedly in the light of a good-natured and humorous fellow. However, there is one character that makes him similar to Asmodeus. This is when his desires turn upon Solomon's wives as well as Bathsheba. But even here, Ashmedai seems more comparable to a Greek satyr rather than an evil demon. In another Talmudic legend, King Solomon tricks Asmodeus into collaborating in the construction of the Temple of Jerusalem. There is also another legend that says Asmodeus changed place for some years with King Solomon. An Aggadic narrative describes him as the king of all the shades, and there is a passage that describes Asmodeus as marrying Lilith, who became his queen. If you missed the video on Lilith, you can check the link on the description to find out who this woman was. There are various accounts about the birth of Asmodeus. For example, in one story, Adam is married to Lilith. Then he goes on and has sex with the angel of prostitution, Naaman, and this is how Asmodeus is born. A 1st century text, the Testament of Solomon, has some information about Asmodeus. In the text, we learn that the king invokes Asmodeus to help him with the construction of the temple. The demon appears and predicts that Solomon's kingdom will one day be divided. This is found in the Testament of Solomon, chapter 4, verses 4 to 5. Solomon was intrigued and interrogated Asmodeus' father about what he said. Other information that we learn is that Asmodeus is thwarted by the angel Raphael as well as by shitfish found in the rivers of Assyria. The demon also admits to hating water. In the Malleus Maleficarum of 1486, Asmodeus was considered the demon of lust. Some demonologists in the 16th century assigned each month to a demon and considered November to be the month in which Asmodeus' power was stronger. Other demonologists asserted that his zodiac sign was Aquarius, but only between the dates of January 30th and February 8th. Asmodeus has 72 legions of demons under his command. He is one of the kings of hell under Lucifer the Emperor, and is also the overseer of all gambling houses in the court of hell. Some Catholic theologians have compared this demon to Abaddon. There are also other authors that have compared Asmodeus to a prince of revenge. In Colin de Plancy's Dictionnaire Infernal, Asmodeus is depicted with the beast of a man, legs of a cockerel, serpent tail, 3 heads, and riding a lion with dragon wings and neck. All of these animals are either associated with revenge, lust, or lascivity. In the Lesser Key of Solomon, another ancient text, Asmodeus appears as the king Asmodei in the Ars Goetia. Here, we learn that Asmodeus has a seal in gold and is listed as number 32 according to respective rank. He is strong and powerful and appears with 3 heads. The first is like a bull, the second like a man, and the third like a ram. He has a tail of a serpent, and from his mouth comes flames of fire. Apart from this, he sits upon an infernal dragon, holds a lance with a banner, and governs 72 legions of inferior spirits. So, what do you guys think about Asmodeus? Is he just another mythology demon, or did he exist? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel so that you get notified when you post new content.